Fortunia Island was in the grips of winter. It had come earlier than expected, and with it came heavy fog. No one on Fortunia likes fog, because visibility is so bad that everyone had to travel inward very carefully so they don't end up bumping into one another. On the docks, it could be quite treacherous. The engines in road vehicles, both large and small, had to tread very carefully along the rails and roads. The air isn't so bad since helicopters and planes fly above it all, so they don't have to worry about crashing into anyone. On the waterways, on the other hand, some days are okay and some days are downright disastrous, as they can sometimes be ice-covered waters. During these long periods of fog, Scuttlebutt Pete, Old Rusty, Salty, and Jason often tell their fellow Fortunians about old ghost stories, involving crashes of past engines, seagoing vessels and vehicles, and their ghosts run again a few days to a week involving their accidents as a warning to others. One evening, George and Warrior were returning home after a long, hard day at the Grofflin container terminal, dredging the areas by the docks to make it deep enough again for the big ships that come in. They were talking about some of Scuttlebutt Pete's old ghost stories about some of the past times when the fog was almost too thick to see where one was going.
We already know that Scuttlebutt Pete's story about the White Fleet, and Hercules has already told us that fleet are not ghost tugs at all.
As much as I'd like to say you lot were silly to be afraid that you thought regular boats were ghosts, Theodore and I know exactly how you feel. We both thought that Digby was a ghost ship because he crashed onto Shipwreck Rock, near our old home.
Sounds like our situations were almost the same, just at different times.
You could say that, I suppose. What's that?
Huh? What's what?
That horn. Didn't you hear?
I hear it too, but it doesn't sound like any ship's horn I ever heard.
It's not? Must be a newcomer in that case.
Then we'd better see if they need help to get into port.
Agreed, but proceed with caution. We won't be able to see very well through all this fog. Well, I guess that was easier than I figured. Ahoy there!
There was no reply from the ship as it made its approach.
Ahoy there! You out there! You need a tow in the port? We're on our way there, right? Now?
What the? Suffering stacks! It can't be!
Couldn't be what?
The SS Sentinel! It's real! Ah!
What's real? Hey, warrior! Wait up!
By the time the two tugboats returned to home dock, Warrior was still shaken up from what they both saw.
Phew! Safe at last.
Safe? From what?
Are you alright, warrior?
Yeah, you two. You both look like you've seen a ghost.
We have.
What?
Well, we both saw something, but I'm not quite sure what to make of it.
What did this ghost look like?
Well, it looked like an ocean liner with 3 smokestacks, but it looked like it had been left underwater for years, and it had SS Sentinel painted on its bow.
You cannot be serious.
Sounds like the ghost of SS Sentinel is back.
It's Ghost?
What are you talking about, OJ?
Well, according to Scuttlebutt Pete, the SS Sentinel was one of the first ocean liners ever built on Crotonia. She was quite a beauty according to the picture that Ariel showed us the last time the Grand Liner was spotted.
What are you talking about, OJ? How'd the SS Sentinel become a ghost?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that. But I do know this. Her last voyage was to take a party of travelers down to New Orleans for their Mardi Gras festival. She started from here in Silk Red Bay, but never made it any further than what's now the salt mine before she disappeared, without a trace. All the Coast Guard fleet could find was one of her life preservers.
What? No survivors?
I'm afraid not. But it is said that when the fort rolls in, her ghost rises up out of the water and floats down the Crotonian coastline, hoping to finally make it to New Orleans before her passengers and herself could finally be at peace.
That sounds kind of scary.
It certainly is, which is why it is always best to be in one of the harbors, so you don't have a run-in with that ghost.
That is ridiculous. We've been here for a few years and know our way around. So why haven't I seen this ghost figure?
That's because it only appears at night. When the fog rolls in, you're almost always home before it gets dark. When you do work late, it's not for you.
Huh. What a load of nonsense. I don't believe in ghosts.
Then perhaps you'd like to explain again what exactly we just saw near the mine.
What a load of scrap. I know good and well there's no such thing as ghosts. The fog must have been playing tricks on the two of you.
They might have seen her ghost. You just never know.
Until I see it for myself, I'll remain skeptic.
Warrior and George decided not to say anything else about what they saw for the rest of the night, and after hearing OJ's background story on the SS Sentinel, no one slept well that night.